Hi everyone, I'm Justin Bender, Portfolio Manager at PWL Capital in Toronto. In my last video, I showed investors how to calculate their modified Dietz rate of return at Questrade to get a sense of how their overall portfolio had performed. This week, I'm going to show you how to compare that return to an appropriate benchmark using the actual performance of an ETF portfolio. Let's get started. In our example, we'll assume that the investor purchased the following ETFs with $5,000 of cash available in their RSP account at the beginning of 2017. 40% in the BMO Aggregate Bond Index ETF, 20% in the Vanguard FTSE Canada All Cap Index ETF, and 40% in the iShares Core MSCI All Country World X Canada Index ETF. The investor then contributed $500 monthly into their RSP account during the year and invested the cash into the same asset mix. At the end of the year, they had earned a return of 8.94%. To determine whether the investor's return is in line with industry expectations, we can compare this return to the weighted average return of the actual ETF holdings. If the investor avoided the temptation to time markets or pick individual stocks, their return should be very similar to the benchmark return. To get started, visit my website at CanadianPortfolioManagerBlog.com, hover over the Do-It-Yourself Investors Toolkit at the top of the screen, and then click on Calculators. Scroll down the page until you find the Benchmark Your Portfolio Return Calculator, then click on the Download button. On the spreadsheet, you'll find a list of plain vanilla ETFs as well as their rate of return in Canadian dollars for the 2017 calendar year. In the target percentage column, type in the target allocation to the right of each ETF in your portfolio. In our example, we've typed in 40% next to ZEG, 20% next to VCN, and 40% next to XAW. The spreadsheet generates a weighted average return of 8.96% for the 2017 calendar year, nearly identical to our modified Dietz return of 8.94%. It's clear that the investor has done an incredible job sticking to their investment plan during the year. I'll be updating the spreadsheet each year, so please feel free to drop by and benchmark your returns as part of your annual portfolio checkup.